Welcome back. Well, social distancing is changing so much about our normal day-to-day lives. To keep patients safe, hospitals have visitor restrictions. And as Carlos found out, that's the reason one mom-to-be will now be giving birth at home.
Yeah, Julia, up until about a month ago, Brittany Young and her husband were planning on having their second child here at St. Vincent's in Carmel. Then the coronavirus pandemic hit, the stay-at-home order was in place, so they decided to have their baby at home.
We plan to have this baby in a hospital, I've been receiving OB care up until 32 weeks was the last time I was actually in the office. So we switched to a home birth because of the uncertainties surrounding COVID-19. That's really what inspired the decision at 33 weeks pregnant. We are excited for this experience. So I called my doula just to get her input on it, and she had a recommendation of a midwife who she had just received an email from that morning saying that she was taking on a couple new clients given the situation in our world right now. And I was like, I'm calling her. Then we basically had to decide that next day because she was getting so many calls. I mean, there was a ton of women wanting to switch.
Explain to people who might not know what a doula is.
Yeah, a doula is essentially a birthing coach.
If you were going to have this baby at St. Vincent Carmel, could you have had the baby with a doula in the room and also your husband?
No, that was like something that initially made me think, I'm a little concerned about the day I give birth. I started thinking like, she already is out of the picture according to the regulations as it stands now. And I was starting to worry if he'd even be able to be there. And some women are having to choose, do I want my spouse or my doula? I mean, I would have picked him. Still, it was tough.
It kind of came down to, can I be there? That was a big factor. We're okay with going to the hospital if we have to go to the hospital. That's fine.
And I called my OB, who I loved. I mean, it was a really tough conversation, but I just said, given everything that's going on, we really feel like this is the best decision for our family, and I need to transfer my records.
Tell me about your concerns with having your baby at a hospital.
I would be wearing a mask, like giving birth. That was my concern. I just didn't like the idea of not having any sense of control or peace going into my labor and delivery.
So what room in your house are you going to give birth?
Our bedroom.
Yeah, somewhere between our actual tub and our bed. We'll blow this tub up and...
A birthing tub. We desire to do a water birth, potentially.
Who is going to be there?
Ideally, I will go into labor slowly, and we will get our daughter out the door with her grandparents because she will not be here for that. It will be Cody, our midwife, her birthing assistants. Usually she brings two. And then our doula.
In a home birth, do you have an epidural?
You have no option for an epidural.
Are you going to cut the cord?
I'm going to do whatever they let me do. I've heard that I might get a shot to catch the baby.
Are you a baseball player? Do you have a mitt?
I actually was a baseball player. I do have a couple mitts to choose from.
Keep in mind, Brittany and her husband did a ton of research on home birth before they decided to go that route. So if you decide to actually have your child at your home, please consult your doctor or medical expert. If you want to know more about Brittany's journey, you can go to WTHR.com. Julia?
All right, more power.